And from what I've learned from my research, she was French-Canadian, because there was always some question about, was she French and then went to Canada or vice versa? So I got that cleared up. And she did live in France as well. But she was raised in Providence, Rhode Island as a child, and her passion was music studies, singing. And that's what she did all of her life.
So my grandmother is Grace Banker, and she grew up in Passaic, New Jersey, and she applied for the position of being a hello girl overseas, working for the telephone signal corps. And she was selected as the chief operator of the first unit of women that deployed to France. At the end of the war, she ended up over in Koblenz, Germany. And at that point, they recognized her with a Distinguished Service Medal. And this is her in full uniform, wearing the medal. And that was in honor of her being able to work under trying conditions with exacting duties. My grandmother is buried in Brooklyn in Greenwood Cemetery. And she has a stone and she's buried with my grandfather. And it's a pretty simple stone, but we don't have recognition of her service. And at this time, we are looking to get her a bronze medallion to recognize that she is a veteran, and we want to recognize her service, and we are in the process of that.
Well, I actually knew my great aunt. She was in the second unit to go over to France in late March of 1918. So she served for a year over there, and when she came back, like all the women, she was completely shocked that the Army would not be recognizing her as a veteran. So she joined the fight early on to get their veterans benefits. In the 1930s, worked on Capitol Hill for Congresswoman Edith Noyes Rogers, who also worked on veterans benefits. And so my aunt was working on veterans benefits, and she was fortunately alive in 1979 to receive her honorable discharge. And I actually do have 2 pictures of my aunt, and so this is her in her uniform in 1918, and then in 1979 this is a photo of her at the age of 89 receiving her honorable discharge. And she was the first burial in the Massachusetts National Cemetery on Cape Cod in Bourne, Mass.